Why exactly does Northeast Greenland National Park amaze us? This colossal park is an astonishing 972,000 square kilometers, or around 375,000 square miles, making it the largest national park in the world. Established in 1974, it sits above the Arctic Circle and boasts astonishing landscapes filled with icebergs, glaciers, and rugged mountains. Here, the Arctic wildlife thrives, showcasing species like polar bears, walruses, and reindeer in their natural habitats. The park's remoteness ensures that visitors experience nature in its purest form, untouched by human activity. The environment offers a unique opportunity to observe flora and fauna that some may only dream of seeing, such as the fascinating Peary caribou and the elusive Arctic fox, both expertly adapted to the harsh conditions. The breathtaking vistas at every corner invite explorers to venture further into this wild land. With its dramatic beauty and rare wildlife, Northeast Greenland National Park doesn't just draw adventurers, it reminds us of the incredible diversity and strength of nature. Have you ever imagined standing in such an untouched wild wonder? Most people don't know this fact about Buddha. Many statues and images of Buddha show him as a plump and joyful figure, but this portrayal is not accurate. The historical Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, practiced extreme self-denial and meditation, which left him thin and ascetic. His lifestyle was focused on seeking enlightenment through various self-deprivation techniques, including fasting. Over time, as Buddhism spread, the images transformed to reflect ideals of contentment and abundance, representing the spiritual bounty that enlightenment supposedly brings. This change in representation highlights how cultures adapt religious symbols to fit their values and beliefs. The joyful, well-fed Buddha figures we often see today symbolize peace and fullness in life, differing from the Buddha's actual appearance during his quest for enlightenment. This fascinating evolution of representation raises questions about how we interpret history and spirituality. How do these images influence our understanding of Buddha's teachings? Why exactly does Algeria's anthem tell a powerful story? The Algerian national anthem, known as Kassaman, has a fascinating origin rooted in resistance and resilience. It was initially penned by a revolutionary named Mufti Zakaria, who found himself imprisoned by the French colonial regime. While confined within the stark walls of his prison cell, Zakaria drew inspiration from the longing for freedom and the strength of his fellow countrymen. The anthem powerfully depicts the struggles and sacrifices made during Algeria's fight for independence, echoing the hopes and dreams of a nation yearning for liberation. Each line reflects a deep passion for the country and a defiance against oppression that resonates even today. By embracing the anthem, Algerians remember their rich history and celebrate their hard-earned freedom. This emotional connection transforms the anthem into more than just a song. It becomes a symbol of national pride and unity. How does music reflect the spirit of a nation? Discover Leonardo da Vinci's 12 Years of Perfection. For 12 long years, Leonardo da Vinci focused on one of the most famous pieces of art in history, the Mona Lisa. This dedication showcases just how meticulous he was, particularly with the painting's captivating lips. Stories reveal that da Vinci would often sketch and resketch, adjusting every little feature until he achieved the perfect expression. His obsession with detail wasn't just about aesthetics, it was about conveying emotions and personality through the slightest changes. The subtle smile of the Mona Lisa, which has puzzled and enchanted viewers for centuries, highlights his artistic genius and commitment to leaving no stone unturned. As you gaze at this legendary artwork, remember that behind its beauty lies a long journey of experimentation, revisions, and a relentless pursuit of perfection. Isn't it fascinating to think about the hours and dedication he invested in such a seemingly simple part of the painting? Did you know measles can erase your immune memory? In a fascinating study from 2015, researchers uncovered that a measles infection doesn't just come with common symptoms like fever and rash. It can seriously damage your immune system by erasing its memory for as long as 3 years. This means that after battling measles, your body might actually forget how to fight off germs and viruses it previously knew how to handle. Imagine getting sick and then struggling to fend off conditions you've successfully dealt with before? This loss of immune memory can lead to increased vulnerability to illnesses like pneumonia and other infections. It's a striking reminder of how powerful the measles virus is, making vaccinations all the more crucial. Protecting yourself and others with vaccinations can prevent this immune amnesia, keeping everyone healthier and safer. So when was your last measles shot? Here's a wild fact about the Viana Canyons. These stunning canyons located in Brazil's Piauí state are a breathtaking display of nature's artistry. Over thousands of years, relentless winds and flowing water have sculpted the rock formations into incredible shapes and patterns. The result is a landscape that boasts vibrant colors and unique textures, making it a feast for the eyes. Visitors flock to this natural wonder, not just to take in the awe-inspiring views, but also to explore its rich biodiversity. The area is home to various species of plants and animals, some of which you might only find in this unique environment. If you're into photography or simply love the outdoors, the Viana Canyons offer countless opportunities for adventure and creativity. Would you dare to explore this captivating slice of Brazil? What if I told you about Lomba Lomba Lear? This fascinating form of communication connects the Husu-Siulan community, showcasing the power of interaction and understanding among different groups. The Lomba Lomba Lear isn't just about words. It's a vibrant blend of gestures, sounds, and expressions that convey feelings and ideas. Imagine a vibrant gathering where people come together to share stories, experiences, and traditions through this unique communication style. It helps strengthen bonds and fosters cooperation within the community, while also bridging the gap between cultures. Through Lomba Lomba Lear, the Husu-Siulan not only communicate effectively, but also promote their cultural identity. The richness of their expressions can inspire us all to embrace diverse ways of connecting with each other. So how do these lively interactions influence relationships and community dynamics? What really happened to Cleopatra in 30 BC? The story of Cleopatra, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt, is filled with intrigue and mystery. She died in Alexandria in 30 BC, and various accounts suggest that her death was either due to a snake bite or poison. This uncertainty adds to her captivating image as a powerful and enigmatic leader. Cleopatra is often celebrated for her intelligence and political acumen, using her charm to forge alliances with notable Roman figures like Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. The drama surrounding her demise only fuels the fascination with her life. Historians continue to debate the circumstances of her death, which dramatically marked the end of an era for Egypt and contributed to its annexation by Rome. Despite the many stories told about her, Cleopatra's true legacy transcends the methods of her death. She remains a symbol of female power and cunning in a male-dominated world. Did she choose her own fate, or was it forced upon her? The ambiguity surrounding Cleopatra's end only deepens her allure. Is it really true that Padang women wear brass rings? The Karen Padang tribe, also known as the Kayan Lawi, engages in a remarkable tradition that captivates many around the globe. From the tender age of 5, girls begin a unique journey by adorning their necks with brass rings, which symbolize beauty and cultural identity. Each additional ring adds weight, gradually pushing down the collarbone and creating the striking effect of an elongated neck. Historically, this practice has been rooted in the tribe's customs, serving as a rite of passage that signifies a girl's transition into womanhood. While some might see this as an extreme form of body modification, for the Padang women, these rings represent pride and a deep connection to their heritage. In recent years, the tradition has sparked significant conversations regarding beauty standards and cultural preservation, as outsiders perceive it differently than those within the community. Despite varying opinions, the Padang women continue to wear their brass rings with dignity, showcasing their resilience and commitment to their cultural roots. How do you feel about such traditions in our ever-changing world? Here's something incredible about synthetic diamond lenses. NASA and laser researchers have discovered that these advanced lenses can be game changers for space applications. Unlike typical glass or plastic lenses, synthetic diamonds can withstand the extreme heat and radiation found in outer space, where conditions can be harsh and unpredictable. Their remarkable durability means they resist both melting and fracturing, making them perfect for the challenges of space exploration. Imagine a camera on Mars capturing stunning images without worrying about lens damage. Scientists are excited about the potential of these lenses, as they could enhance telescopes and other instruments, leading to new discoveries beyond our planet. With synthetic diamond lenses, we take a giant leap forward towards exploring the universe more safely and effectively. Could this technology redefine how we understand space? Can you imagine that an electric catfish can shock? This remarkable creature, known scientifically as Malapterurus electricus, lurks in the murky depths of African rivers, hiding its electrifying secret. Unlike many other fish, the electric catfish has evolved to possess an internal organ composed of modified muscle cells that can unleash powerful bursts of electricity reaching up to 350 volts. This potent shock is neither random nor weak. It can paralyze small fish instantaneously, knocking food out of unsuspecting human hands and even stunning larger animals like perch and crocodiles. The electric catfish delivers a sustained electrical output, making it a highly efficient predator. When it strikes, the shock lasts only a few seconds, enough time to leave its prey floating helplessly in the water. With impressive stealth, the catfish swims up to consume its immobilized meal without a care. Additionally, this fascinating fish isn't just a hunter, it also uses its electric ability for self-defense. The electric catfish truly embodies the wonders of nature, acting like an underwater stun gun in its own right. You might be shocked to learn that Mansa Musa was incredibly wealthy. Mansa Musa, the emperor of the Mali Empire in West Africa during the 14th century, is often regarded as the richest person in history. His wealth was so vast that it not only elevated the status of his empire, but also caused economic disruption in the regions he traveled through. When he made a famous pilgrimage to Mecca, Musa generously distributed gold along the way, which devalued the local economies temporarily. If we were to adjust his wealth for today's standards, experts suggest it would dwarf the fortunes of today's billionaires. Musa's riches came from the abundant natural resources in Mali, particularly gold and salt. His reign helped put Mali on the map, showcasing the cultural and economic richness of West Africa during a time when European nations were not as powerful. Isn't it fascinating how his legacy still resonates today? Check out this bizarre hunting method from Sudan. In certain areas of Sudan, pastoralists have developed a unique strategy to outsmart their prey. Instead of just relying on traditional hunting techniques, they engage in an unusual practice of cutting their tails. While this may sound strange, it's not done for hygiene reasons but to camouflage their scent. By removing their tails, hunters believe they can mask their natural odor, making it harder for animals to detect them as they approach traps. This clever tactic plays on the instincts of various animals, allowing hunters to get closer without alerting them. The ability to blend into the environment and remain unnoticed showcases the resourcefulness of these pastoral communities. This intriguing method highlights the deep connection between people and nature in Sudan, illustrating how traditional practices evolve to ensure survival in challenging conditions. So next time you think about hunting strategies, remember that innovation often comes in the most unexpected forms. Let's uncover the truth about Cleveland's city ranking. In 1920, Cleveland stood proudly as the fifth largest city in the United States, a bustling hub filled with factories, a diverse array of immigrants, and abundant job opportunities. It was an exciting time, as the city thrived on the industrial boom, attracting families seeking better lives. Fast forward to today, and Cleveland has experienced significant changes, now ranking 54th in the nation. This drop reflects shifts in both the economy and immigration patterns, reshaping its demographic landscape. Despite the decline, Cleveland maintains its status as the most populous city on the shores of Lake Erie and the second largest city in Ohio. The city still offers a rich cultural tapestry, with vibrant neighborhoods and a passionate community. Cleveland is also known for its sports, music scene, and historic attractions. While its rank may have changed, the spirit of Cleveland continues to thrive, welcoming newcomers and celebrating its storied past. What do you think makes Cleveland unique today? Did you know white blood cells can hunt bacteria? These incredible cells are like tiny superheroes, patrolling your body to keep you healthy. A recent microscopic video has captured the amazing action of white blood cells, which are crucial players in our immune system. They constantly search for harmful bacteria that can make us sick. Once they spot these invaders, they spring into action, surrounding and engulfing them, a process called phagocytosis. It's fascinating to see how these cells communicate with each other, coordinating their efforts to eliminate threats effectively. Our immune system works tirelessly, often without us even noticing. This microscopic drama shows just how active our defenses are, providing a powerful reminder of the importance of our health. Thanks to white blood cells, many infections are fought off before we even realize they were there. So next time you feel a tickle in your throat or a sniffle coming on, remember there's a whole team of warriors in your bloodstream, ready to defend against illness. This might surprise you. Chimpanzees feel deep love. In a remarkably touching story, Natalia, a chimpanzee, exhibited overwhelming maternal love when she held her deceased baby for an incredible 7 months. This heartbreaking yet beautiful display of grief shows just how emotionally complex these animals can be. Instead of removing the baby for fear of distress, the zoo staff made a compassionate choice. They respected Natalia's feelings, allowing her to grieve in her own way without interruption. By doing so, they not only prioritized her emotional well-being, but also maintained the harmony within the chimpanzee group. This incident sheds light on the emotional depth and social bonds that exist in the animal kingdom, challenging our perceptions of non-human creatures. Watching Natalia navigate her sorrow teaches us about love, loss, and the significance of understanding emotions in all beings. What do you think about her powerful bond? Why did Han Solo start as a carpenter? Before Harrison Ford became the famous smuggler and hero in Star Wars, he had a completely different career path. Ford worked as a carpenter, honing his skills in woodworking and construction. This trade not only helped him make ends meet, but also provided him with the flexibility to pursue his acting dreams. Surprisingly, he even assisted the legendary rock band The Doors with carpentry tasks. Imagine the future movie star working behind the scenes while iconic music filled the air. His carpentry work gave him a solid foundation to build upon, literally and metaphorically. Harrison's journey from shaping wood to shaping cinematic history shows that sometimes the path to success isn't straightforward. Each hammer he swung and every board he measured contributed to his unique story. So the next time you see Han Solo zipping through space, remember his humble beginnings. It's a reminder that even the biggest stars start from somewhere unexpected. Who knows what unexpected talents others might have? You might be shocked to learn that Hawaii is southernmost. While many people often think of Florida as the southern point of the United States, the actual southernmost point is found in Hawaii at a place called Kalae. Located on the Big Island of Hawaii, Kalae, also known as South Point, reaches down to a latitude of 18.91 degrees north, making it even further south than the southern tip of Florida. This beautiful location boasts stunning cliffs and remarkable ocean views, attracting adventurous travelers and local residents alike. Kalae is not just about its geographical significance. It also cradles rich cultural history and historical features, including ancient Hawaiian fishing villages and a lighthouse built in the 1800s. So when planning your next journey, don't forget to explore this unique spot that highlights how diverse the U.S. actually is. The tropical climate, lush landscapes, and vibrant marine life add to the allure of this stunning place. Isn't it incredible where our geography can surprise us? You might be shocked to learn that dinosaurs almost disappeared. It may sound unbelievable, but a cataclysmic event unfolded about 66 million years ago when an asteroid roughly 10 kilometers wide struck what we now know as the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. This monumental collision unleashed energy equivalent to over 1 million atomic bombs, creating the Chicxulub crater and triggering catastrophic changes to Earth's environment. Dust and debris shot high into the atmosphere, effectively blocking sunlight for an extended period. As temperatures plummeted and ecosystems shattered, the harsh conditions led to the extinction of approximately 75% of all species, including the majestic non-avian dinosaurs that had dominated terrestrial life for more than 160 million years. The loss of these colossal creatures allowed mammals to flourish in the wake of their extinction, paving the way for the rich tapestry of life we see today. Therefore, the next time you gaze at a dinosaur skeleton or enjoy a film featuring these prehistoric giants, take a moment to appreciate how close we came to living in a world devoid of their magnificent presence. Ever thought about why military mascots matter? In the British Army, regimental mascots are more than just adorable animals. They embody a rich tradition that blends whimsy with discipline. Each regiment often chooses a specific animal to represent their unit, which can range from goats to dogs or even more exotic creatures. These mascots are not only there for morale, but also serve to strengthen the bond between soldiers and their communities. The quirky nature of having a mascot lightens the serious atmosphere of military life, reminding everyone that even in structured environments, there's room for a little fun. When an animal becomes part of a regiment, it symbolizes loyalty and courage, echoing the qualities soldiers strive for. Plus, the sight of a goat or a terrier marching alongside troops boosts camaraderie and national pride. So next time you see a military mascot, remember the joy and tradition it represents. Did you know horses need deep sleep too? While it's true that horses and cows can catch quick naps while standing, they can't skimp on deep REM sleep, which is crucial for their health. Evolution has shaped these majestic animals to adapt to their environments, allowing them to stay alert to predators. However, just like we need to settle down for those deep sleep cycles, horses have to lie down occasionally to truly recharge. They might seem like they can sleep while standing, but they often need that cozy moment on the ground to restore their energy and maintain their well-being. This fascinating sleep pattern not only shows how these animals remain vigilant in the wild, but also highlights the balance they must keep for survival. So next time you see a horse standing peacefully, remember it's just catching some quick Z's, but for deeper rest, it has to hit the ground for some quality shut-eye. Why is eating while swimming illegal in Maryland? This quirky law might sound strange, but it actually aims to keep safety and cleanliness in mind. Maryland's beaches see a lot of visitors eager to enjoy the sun and surf, but combining food with swimming can lead to problems. Eating in the water can attract marine life like seagulls or fish, creating a messy scene and potential hazards. Imagine a seagull swooping down for your fries while you're trying to swim. Plus, there's the issue of litter. Leftover food can pollute the ocean and harm wildlife. By keeping food out of the water, Maryland hopes to maintain a clean beach environment for everyone. So while you're swimming in the Atlantic, you might want to stick to enjoying those snacks on the shore instead. It's a small rule aimed at protecting both swimmers and marine ecosystems. Do you think this law makes sense? Did you know that white holes might exist in space? While most of us know about black holes, mysterious objects that consume everything in their path, white holes present a fascinating and enigmatic counterpart. These theoretical cosmic phenomena are predicted by Einstein's equations of general relativity, suggesting that if black holes pull in light and matter, white holes could shoot them out instead. Imagine a stellar explosion where everything contained within is forcefully released into the vastness of space. Despite their captivating concept, white holes have yet to be observed, leaving them shrouded in speculation. Scientists are divided on their potential existence, questioning whether conditions to create such anomalies could ever occur in our universe. Some even speculate about the possibility of white holes lying in parallel universes, forever eluding our detection. As research continues, the question remains, could white holes help us unlock the mysteries of how matter and energy cycle through the cosmos? Or will they remain a tantalizing riddle in the ever-expanding frontier of astrophysics? The quest for understanding these cosmic wonders is just beginning. Believe it or not, houses in Sardinia cost just €1. This delightful initiative is an attempt to breathe new life into charming villages that are losing residents. By offering these homes at an incredibly low price, the local government encourages people, especially Americans, to invest in their renovation. While the price tag seems unbelievable, there is indeed a catch. These homes need a lot of work before they can be lived in. Buyers must be ready for a renovation challenge that could transform a rundown property into a beautiful home. The intention behind this project is to attract newcomers who can revitalize the community, keep the traditions alive, and support local businesses. Imagine fixing up an old stone house, perhaps even gaining a bit of the Italian lifestyle in the process. Would you take on the adventure of restoring a piece of Sardinian history? Believe it or not, gravity travels as fast as light. This amazing fact means that if the sun were to suddenly collapse, we wouldn't notice anything different for a full 8 minutes. Why is that? It takes light and gravitational signals the same amount of time to travel from the sun to Earth, about 93 million miles. So when you look up at the sun, you're actually seeing it as it was 8 minutes ago. If a collapse did happen, our planet would remain blissfully unaware of the impending doom until those 8 minutes are up. After that delay, we would feel the impact of the sun's absence, as gravity would no longer keep us in orbit. The skies would darken, temperatures would plummet, and Earth's beautiful days would turn bleak. This fascinating concept shows just how interconnected everything in our universe is, reminding us that space and time are intricately woven together. You won't believe this about Discover how buildings beat the heat without power. It's true, certain technologies help us keep structures comfortable without relying on air conditioning. One amazing method is the use of green roofs, which are topped with plants and vegetation. These living roofs act as natural insulators by providing shade, reducing heat absorption, and promoting airflow. They not only cool buildings but also aid in stormwater management and improve air quality. Moreover, architects incorporate reflective materials that bounce sunlight away from the structure, preventing excessive heat buildup indoors. This innovative approach is particularly beneficial during blistering summer days, allowing people to enjoy a cool indoor environment while minimizing energy consumption. Additionally, these methods align with our growing need for sustainability as climate change challenges us to adopt eco-friendly practices. By making use of living roofs and reflective materials, we can significantly lessen our reliance on electricity and create healthier urban spaces. So next time you see a building adorned with greenery or shiny surfaces, remember that they might be cooler than they seem, and they're actively contributing to energy conservation. Discover the enchanting heart-shaped island of Galicinjak. This stunning little island in Croatia captures hearts with its distinct shape that closely resembles a heart. Nestled in the Adriatic Sea, Galicinjak is often referred to as Lover's Island due to its romantic look and beautiful scenery, making it a hidden gem for couples and adventurers alike. Although it spans just a few acres, its lush greenery and crystal-clear waters create a captivating backdrop, ideal for sailing, photography, or simply soaking in nature's charm. The island has no permanent residents, which means visitors can find tranquility far from the hustle and bustle of city life. If you're feeling adventurous, consider visiting this picturesque spot to explore its trails or enjoy a peaceful picnic while surrounded by breathtaking views. Who wouldn't want to share a special moment at a place shaped like a heart? Did you know that certain foods look as good as they taste? This intriguing trait not only enhances visual appeal, but also tickles our taste buds. Think of vibrant fruits like plump strawberries or shiny apples. Their bright colors signal freshness and flavor, tempting us to take a bite. The reason behind this stunning visual feast often lies in the natural pigments found in fruits and vegetables. For example, carotenoids give carrots their cheerful orange hue, while anthocyanins provide blueberries with their deep blue color. These colors don't just make food beautiful, they can also indicate the presence of important nutrients and antioxidants that are great for our health. So next time you prepare a meal, remember how colors can elevate your dish, making it not just tasty but visually inviting as well. Isn't it amazing how nature combines beauty and flavor in our food? Here's a wild fact about Merdeka's futuristic design. This 18th building in Malaysia is currently under construction and aims to capture the imagination of all who see it. Its unique design resembles a gigantic opening, making it look like something straight out of a science fiction novel. In fact, many people have compared its appearance to the famous Broins Wachinsi, which adds to its allure. Merdeka is not just another skyscraper. It symbolizes Malaysia's rapid development and aspirations for the future. As architects push the boundaries of design, structures like Merdeka challenge our perceptions of what buildings can look like and represent. The building is set to evoke a futuristic or even a post-era cosmic era, blending art and architecture in astonishing ways. Once completed, Merdeka will stand as a testament to innovation and creativity, drawing both locals and tourists alike to marvel at its stunning aesthetic. Could this building redefine the skyline and inspire more futuristic designs in Malaysia and beyond? Unlock your potential with self-defense skills. Basic self-defense techniques are not just about fighting. They can truly empower you to escape dangerous situations. Imagine walking alone at night and feeling nervous. Learning how to use your body effectively can boost your confidence and help you react quickly if you ever find yourself in a threatening scenario. Techniques like striking, blocking, or even simple escape maneuvers can make a big difference. Training in self-defense also promotes awareness of your surroundings, allowing you to spot potential dangers before they escalate. Plus, practicing these skills can be a great way to stay fit while building mental resilience. Whether it's joining a local class or watching instructional videos, taking that first step might just help you feel safer and more in control of your life. So why not consider giving self-defense a try? This might surprise you. Ninjas wore navy blue. Contrary to the popular image of stealthy assassins dressed in all black, historical ninjas actually opted for dark navy blue clothing. This clever choice was based on the science of camouflage. As they moved silently through the night, the dark navy fabric helped them blend into their surroundings much more effectively than black would. The deep navy tone matched the natural hues of the night sky, allowing them to approach their targets undetected. In an environment filled with shadows and dim lighting, the navy attire contributed to their stealthy reputation. Ninjas were trained experts in the art of concealment, utilizing this practical clothing to enhance their skills. This fascinating detail reminds us how understanding nature and using the right tools can significantly increase effectiveness. So the next time you think of a ninja, picture them in navy blue, ready to vanish into the darkness. Have you ever wondered how Tesla builds so fast? The secret lies in its innovative production lines that focus on speed and efficiency. Tesla has revolutionized the manufacturing process by designing the rear underbody of its vehicles as a single cast piece. This means that instead of assembling numerous smaller components, which can slow down production, Tesla's approach reduces complexity. By using a single piece for such an important part of the car, they not only speed up the assembly process, but also improve the overall quality and safety of the vehicles. This game-changing technique has set a new standard in the automotive industry, allowing Tesla to keep up with high demand while maintaining their reputation for cutting-edge technology. Other car manufacturers are now looking at this method, wondering if they can adopt similar strategies to streamline their production. Will this shift pave the way for faster, more efficient vehicle manufacturing across the industry? Let's uncover the truth about Clive Wearing's memory. Clive Wearing is a British musician with an extraordinary and heartbreaking condition. After suffering from herpes encephalitis in 1985, his brain was severely damaged, particularly in areas crucial for memory. As a result, he lives with a unique form of amnesia that resets his memory every 20 seconds. This means Clive is constantly trapped in a moment where he believes he has just woken up from a coma, unable to remember events or recognize loved ones for more than a brief moment. His wife, Deborah Wearing, is one of the few constants in his life, often reminding him of who she is and their shared history. Despite his condition, Clive can still play the piano beautifully, showcasing how talent can sometimes shine through, even in the toughest circumstances. What is it like to live in a world where each moment feels brand new? Did you know that emoji started in Japan's mobile internet revolution? The emoji, a colorful and expressive tool we now use daily, was invented by Shigetaka Kurita. While working on Japan's first mobile internet system in the late 1990s, Kurita realized that plain text couldn't always capture emotions. To solve this, he designed a set of 126 pixel-based icons that included faces, weather symbols, and everyday objects. This simple yet brilliant innovation allowed people to convey feelings and ideas more vividly than ever before. By adding visual flair to messages, emojis transformed how we communicate, making conversations feel more personal and engaging. Today, emojis have become a global phenomenon, with thousands of options available to represent everything from emotions to food. It's fascinating to think that a small project from Japan could evolve into a universal language that connects millions of people worldwide. Fashion is changing. Are you ready for sustainability? More and more brands are focusing on sustainability. Major players like Patagonia and Stella McCartney are leading the way by using eco-friendly materials and promoting recycling initiatives. It's not just about creating stylish clothes anymore. It's about making a positive impact on the planet. Sustainability in fashion means that companies are looking at the entire life cycle of their products, from design to production and even after the clothes are worn. Circular fashion systems are becoming popular, which encourage consumers to recycle and repurpose their clothing instead of tossing it in the landfill. This shift is important because the fashion industry has a significant influence on our environment, with waste and pollution being major concerns. By choosing sustainable fashion, you're not just making a fashion statement, you're also supporting efforts to reduce environmental damage and promote responsible consumer habits. Are you ready to make more conscious choices in your wardrobe? What was drapetomania, and why was it a hoax? Drapetomania was a fabricated mental illness that emerged in the 19th century, claiming that slaves who wanted freedom were suffering from a mental disorder. This false narrative suggested that slavery somehow improved the lives of enslaved individuals to such an extent that only those with sick minds would desire to escape. This ridiculous concept aimed at justifying the brutal institution of slavery by dismissing the very real desires and rights of enslaved people. By labeling their yearning for freedom as a mental illness, proponents attempted to diminish the moral outrage surrounding slavery. Historians today see drapetomania as an example of how false ideologies can be used to manipulate public perception. Recognizing this type of misinformation is crucial in understanding the historical context of slavery and the ongoing fight for human rights today. How can we ensure that history doesn't repeat itself? Did you know ravens can imitate human voices? These clever birds are not just known for their sleek black feathers, they are also masters of mimicry. Ravens can copy a variety of sounds, from simple whistles to complex phrases in human speech. This incredible talent shows just how intelligent they are, often learning noises they hear in their environment, including car alarms. Researchers believe that mimicking sounds is a way for ravens to communicate with each other and even impress potential mates. Their ability to imitate isn't just for fun, it reflects their adaptable nature and problem-solving skills. Observing these fascinating birds makes you appreciate the complexity of animal intelligence. Ravens challenge our ideas about what it means to be smart in the animal kingdom. So next time you hear a strange noise, could it be a clever raven trying to say hello? Did you know that ducks help introduce fish populations? These fascinating birds contribute to the ecological balance in surprising ways. When ducks migrate, they don't just waddle from one pond to another. They play an essential role in creating fish populations in new bodies of water. As they feed on fish eggs, some of these tiny eggs survive their journey through the duck's digestive systems and emerge intact. While it's true that not all eggs make it, the sheer number of migrating ducks increases the chances of fish species thriving in new habitats. By dropping off viable eggs in their droppings, ducks help to establish fresh fish communities, which can then contribute to local ecosystems. This relationship between ducks and fish helps maintain biodiversity, showcasing nature's interconnectedness. So the next time you see a duck, remember it's more than just a quacker, it's a key player in aquatic life. What other surprising roles do animals play in our ecosystems? Did you know turkey was once a festive afterthought? In medieval England, Christmas dinners were a grand affair, but they didn't feature the turkey we know today. Instead, the star of the holiday feast was a roasted boar's head, elegantly presented and often accompanied by a zesty mustard sauce. This impressive dish symbolized abundance and celebration, taking center stage on the banquet table. Guests would marvel at the ornate presentation, as chefs went to great lengths to make the meal as extravagant as possible. Over time, tastes changed, and people began to prefer turkey for its milder flavor and larger size, making it ideal for feeding a crowd. Today, turkey stands proudly at the heart of many Christmas traditions, a delicious reminder of how holiday meals can evolve while still holding on to their rich histories. What other surprises lie within our festive customs? Believe it or not, burrito means little donkey. The Spanish word burrito actually refers to this adorable animal, and exploring its origin is quite fascinating. The name is believed to have come from the way the rolled tortilla resembles the packs that donkeys used to carry. Burritos are a staple in Mexican cuisine, filled with delicious ingredients like beans, rice, meat, and colorful vegetables, making them not just tasty but also remarkably versatile. Some might enjoy a classic bean burrito, while others might prefer a spicy chicken variety or even a vegetarian option packed with fresh veggies. The burrito has gained immense popularity worldwide, making its way into various culinary traditions. In many places, you can find burritos stuffed with unique ingredients, showcasing how people have embraced this beloved dish. So next time you sink your teeth into a warm, delicious burrito, remember that its name pays homage to a humble creature that once helped transport goods. Isn't it amazing how food can connect us to history? Believe it or not, this fish has two different vision zones. The fascinating freshwater fish, known as the anableps or four-eyed fish, hails from the warm rivers and lakes of Central and South America. What sets it apart in the animal kingdom is its remarkable eye structure. Each eye is split into two horizontally divided sections. This unique design allows anableps to see above and below the water at the same time, an incredible advantage for spotting predators and prey. Each half of its eye features two retinas and two separate corneas, creating a supercharged vision system. Imagine looking at both the sky and the underwater world without turning your head. This adaptation is particularly useful as the anableps often skims across the water's surface, making it easier to locate food while staying alert to danger. Isn't nature amazing? Did you know Tolstoy spent 6 years writing War and Peace? This monumental novel, completed in 1869, is celebrated as one of the longest and most intricate literary works ever created. It masterfully captures the essence of Russian society during the tumultuous Napoleonic Wars, featuring a vast array of characters and interconnected plots. Tolstoy didn't just rely on imagination. He immersed himself in extensive research to accurately represent historical events and the nuances of life during that period. The writing journey wasn't smooth either. Tolstoy revised his manuscript numerous times, painstakingly perfecting every detail. His dedication paid off, as War and Peace has earned its place in the hearts of readers worldwide and is often hailed as a cornerstone of world literature. Have you had the chance to dive into Tolstoy's epic tale? Here's something incredible about IRS payment limits. The IRS has a remarkable policy that restricts individual check payments to a maximum of $100 million. This means if you ever find yourself needing to pay more than this hefty sum, you'll face some unique challenges. To handle amounts exceeding this limit, you'll need to either send multiple checks or opt for electronic payment methods. This rule illustrates not only the IRS's cautious approach to handling large sums, but also emphasizes that even in the world of finance, there are limits to what can be done with a single check. So whether you're a millionaire or just curious, it's fascinating to see how such policies impact large transactions in the tax system. Imagine the logistics of sending several checks or wiring money electronically. It raises questions about safeguards and processes in place for truly massive payments, doesn't it? Did you know that heat can disrupt quantum computers? Heat is a sneaky enemy for qubits, the tiny building blocks that make quantum computers so powerful. These qubits are super sensitive to temperature changes, which is why scientists work hard to keep their quantum systems in ultra-cold conditions. To achieve this, they use special refrigerators that cool the qubits to temperatures just above absolute zero, around 459 degrees Fahrenheit. At such chilly temperatures, qubits can maintain their fragile quantum state longer, allowing them to perform complex calculations more effectively. If the temperature rises, qubits can lose their quantum properties, leading to errors in processing information. That's a big deal in quantum computing where accuracy is key. So, next time you hear about quantum technology, remember how important it is to keep those qubits cool. Isn't it fascinating how temperature affects the future of computing? Most people don't know this, but irons can grill sandwiches. In a fun twist on dorm life cooking, some creative students have discovered that clothing irons make surprisingly good sandwich grills. When space is limited and kitchen appliances are scarce, these inventive residents use their irons to transform simple ingredients into tasty meals. Picture this. A standard iron gets plugged in, preheated, and then pressed down on a sandwich filled with cheese, meats, and veggies, sizzling away. Not only does this method allow for quick meals, but it also sparks a sense of camaraderie as friends gather around to share tips and favorite fillings. This innovative cooking hack showcases the resourcefulness of students who find ways to enjoy homemade meals without needing a full kitchen. Have you ever thought of using an iron for cooking? It's a perfect example of thinking outside the box. Ever thought about why PTSD took so long to recognize? Post-traumatic stress disorder, known as PTSD, wasn't officially recognized as a medical diagnosis until 1980, even though symptoms have been documented for much longer. This delay highlights a curious period in medical history when the understanding of mental health was far less advanced. Veterans returning from wars often exhibited signs of trauma that were dismissed as mere emotional weakness. It wasn't until the psychological impacts of trauma became more widely studied that PTSD was identified as a distinct condition. The American Psychiatric Association included PTSD in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders for the first time in 1980, marking a significant step forward. Through research and advocacy, awareness of PTSD has grown, helping countless individuals receive proper treatment and support. Understanding its history sheds light on how far we have come in recognizing and addressing mental health issues. Surprisingly, it's a fact that chocolate can be infinite. Imagine a chocolate bar that never runs out. This magical idea relates to math and geometry, creating an illusion that seems almost real. In the world of mathematics, there are tricks like the endless chocolate bar that show how a finite object can appear to regenerate infinitely. The rules of geometry allow us to visualize this concept with incredible effects, such as in optical illusions or fractals. However, while these illusions wow us on paper or in computer graphics, they can't exist in our real world. No matter how much we wish for a never-ending candy supply, the reality of physics stops us from indulging in infinite chocolate. Still, this fun concept sparks curiosity in both math and dessert lovers, inviting us to explore how perception and reality can sometimes play tricks on our minds. Isn't it fascinating how math can make us dream of endless treats? Ever wondered why quasars shine so brightly? Quasars, fascinating celestial objects powered by supermassive black holes, represent some of the universe's most incredible phenomena. These energetic giants emit immense amounts of light and are incredibly luminous, sometimes outshining entire galaxies. Formed when material spirals into a black hole, they release enormous energy as it gets heated to extreme temperatures, producing brilliant radiation across the electromagnetic spectrum, including visible light, radio waves, and even X-rays. The compelling light from a quasar can be seen from vast distances, making them essential for astronomers studying the universe's structure and evolution. In fact, some quasars are billions of light years away, allowing us to glimpse the universe's history. Imagine looking back in time to when the universe was still young. Their study not only helps us understand black holes, but also sheds light on galaxy formation and the overall dynamics of our cosmos. What secrets about the universe might quasars reveal next? Have you ever wondered why laughter can be dangerous? Laughter is often seen as a joyful expression, but it can sometimes lead to a rare condition called lacrimatory syncope. This unusual reaction occurs when laughter becomes so intense that it causes a significant drop in blood pressure. In extreme cases, this sudden change can result in fainting or even heart failure. While it might sound surprising, laughter triggers several physical responses, including the release of endorphins, which can affect blood circulation. Most people experience laughter as a delightful release, yet for a few it can take a troublesome turn. Isn't it fascinating how something as simple as laughter can reveal the complex ways our bodies respond to emotions? So while sharing a good laugh is generally harmless, keep an eye on those moments when laughter goes to the extreme. Your body might just react in unexpected ways. Did you know about knocker-uppers in Britain? During the bustling 18th and 19th centuries, while the Industrial Revolution was transforming lives, a unique job emerged: the knocker-upper. These early alarm clocks were real people, hired by workers to make sure they didn't miss their shifts. Instead of smartphones, they armed themselves with long sticks, pea shooters, or small hammers, tapping gently on windows to rouse sleepy clients. Can you imagine the sound of a soft tap echoing through the streets? Some knocker-uppers charged a weekly fee, while others earned tips based on how reliable they were. Their work required not just punctuality, but also an understanding of their neighbors and the need to be quiet to avoid waking everyone else. This fascinating role reflects a time when community and personal service were vital to the daily grind of industrial life. What other unusual jobs do you think existed back then? Here's a wild fact about Finland's happiness. Finland has proudly held the title of the happiest country in the world for 6 straight years. This remarkable ranking stems from a blend of unique cultural elements and high living standards. For starters, Finland's enchanting landscapes are dotted with reindeer, and the legend of Santa Claus captivates the imaginations of people young and old. But it's not just about the magical creatures. Finland's renowned sauna culture plays a major role in promoting relaxation and social bonding. With over 2 million saunas for its population of just 5.5 million, it's a quintessential part of Finnish life. The country also boasts excellent education, a strong social security system, and a deep respect for nature, all contributing to the overall well-being of its citizens. So, what's the secret behind Finland's incredible happiness? You won't believe this about mating calls. Many animal species have fascinating ways to attract their partners, but some take it to a whole new level. For instance, certain insects and frogs use a mechanical song during their elaborate mating dances. Think of it as a natural symphony where they perform not just to impress but to find a mate. The males create these sounds by rubbing different body parts together, or even vibrating membranes, producing unique calls that can resonate over long distances. Each species has its own distinct melody, which helps females identify the best mates. The rhythm and tone of the song can indicate the male's health and vitality, making these vocal performances critical in the competition for attention. Imagine witnessing such a vibrant display of nature, where sound becomes an essential part of courtship. So the next time you hear a buzzing or croaking outside, you might be listening to nature's love songs. Ever wondered why some countries use different calendars? The Gregorian calendar is the most popular calendar worldwide, but it's not the only one. In Ethiopia, people follow the unique Ethiopian calendar, which features 13 months and is about 7 to 8 years behind the Gregorian system. Meanwhile, in Iran and Afghanistan, the solar Hijri calendar reigns supreme, tracking the solar year closely and marking the new year, or Nowruz, at the spring equinox. This makes it beautifully aligned with the changing of the seasons. And then there's Nepal, which embraces the Vikram Samvat calendar, a lunisolar system that's roughly 57 years ahead of the Gregorian calendar. Each of these calendars reflects cultural, historical, and astronomical practices unique to their regions, keeping traditions alive and providing a fascinating glimpse into how people measure time around the globe. Did you know rice can grow without flooding? Contrary to what many people think, rice plants don't actually need to be submerged in water to flourish. Farmers often flood rice fields, but this technique serves specific purposes. The water helps create a strong barrier against weeds and harmful pests that could harm the plants. By controlling these nuisances, farmers can provide their rice with the ideal environment for growth. This method, known as controlled flooding, turns fields into a unique ecosystem where rice thrives. Even in drier conditions, certain rice varieties can adapt and grow successfully, showing their resilience. So while the image of vast flooded rice paddies is iconic, it's fascinating to learn that rice is a versatile crop capable of growing in various environments. This adaptability is essential for ensuring food security as climate conditions change around the globe. Next time you enjoy rice at dinner, remember the clever techniques farmers use to cultivate this vital food source. Can you imagine a fish that reaches 36 feet? The oarfish, known for its striking elongated body, is a stunning denizen of the deep sea. This fascinating creature can grow as long as 36 feet, making it one of the longest bony fish in the ocean. Although it spends most of its life in the dark, mysterious depths, its graceful swimming style often catches the eye of those lucky enough to encounter it. With a shimmering, silvery hue and a serpentine shape, the oarfish looks like something straight out of a fantasy tale. However, its elusive nature means few people have ever seen one in the wild. Found in deep water habitats, these fish prefer to stay away from the human world, which adds to their allure. Despite their size, they are quite timid and feed mostly on small fish and squid. The oarfish's rarity makes it a subject of intrigue for scientists and ocean enthusiasts alike, sparking curiosity about what else might be lurking in the depths of our oceans. What secrets do the deep sea still hold? Prepare to be amazed by UNESCO's cultural treasures. Culture is a vibrant tapestry woven from the beliefs, customs, arts, and social behaviors of different groups. Each culture tells a unique story and showcases how people express their identity, creativity, and values. UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, celebrates this diversity by recognizing over 1,000 intangible cultural heritage elements worldwide. These include traditional music, dance, festivals, and culinary practices that have been passed down through generations. From the intricate art of Japanese tea ceremonies to the lively rhythms of African drum festivals, these elements connect us to our history and foster community. By safeguarding these traditions, UNESCO helps ensure that they are not lost in our rapidly changing world. Isn't it remarkable to think that every dance step and song carries centuries of meaning? Prepare to be amazed by ancient military lanterns. In ancient China, clever military strategists often used floating lanterns as a surprising tactic to confuse their enemies during battles. By releasing these glowing markers into the night sky, they aimed to create illusions, making it hard for opponents to figure out their true positions. However, this ingenious plan had its risks. Strong winds could easily redirect the lanterns, sometimes leading to unexpected outcomes, such as signaling their own troops to advance or retreat at the wrong moment. This fascinating mix of creativity and risk illustrates how ancient warriors relied on both innovation and cunning in warfare, showing that battles were not always just about brute strength. Thinking strategically allowed them to gain an edge over their adversaries, using the elements and simple technology to their advantage. How many other surprising tactics shaped history? Did you know Christmas was banned in England? Between 1647 and 1660, Oliver Cromwell, a strict Puritan leader, prohibited Christmas celebrations in the UK after the English Civil War. Cromwell believed that the joyous festivities distracted people from their religious duties and were sinful. Instead of holiday cheer, citizens were encouraged to use this time for prayer and fasting, emphasizing reflection on the birth of Christ. Markets that typically bustled with holiday goods were shuttered, and soldiers patrolled the streets to enforce the ban. This unpopular decision made many people unhappy, as Christmas had been an essential part of their culture. After Cromwell's death in 1658, the monarchy was re-established, and with it, the joyful return of Christmas celebrations. Imagine how strange it must have felt for families to put away their decorations for all those years. Did you know Lotso Huggin' Bear waited years to appear? This beloved character from Toy Story 3 didn't make his debut until 2010, primarily because animators struggled to bring his soft, plush fur to life. When the original Toy Story was released in 1995, the technology to accurately depict realistic textures like fur simply wasn't advanced enough. The creators wanted Lotso Huggin' Bear to look genuinely cuddly and inviting, plus they needed his fur to behave lifelike in different scenes. For over a decade, the idea for this charming villain bounced around in the minds of Pixar's talented team, who knew he would add depth to the story but had to wait for the technology to catch up. By the time Toy Story 3 came out, improvements in computer animation allowed them to create that rich, huggable texture fans adore today. Isn't it amazing how technology can transform ideas into unforgettable characters? Ever pondered the mysteries of the goblin shark? This fascinating deep-sea creature thrives in the dark, deep waters, usually lurking at depths greater than 3,980 feet. Known for its long, flat snout and a jaw that can project outward like a spring, the goblin shark has a unique way of catching its prey. When it spots a meal, this extraordinary shark can extend its jaws quickly to snatch up fish and squids in a flash, making it an efficient predator despite its odd appearance. Many people find its look unsettling, with a mouth full of needle-like teeth and a body that seems almost alien. Fortunately, there's no reason to fear this creature. The goblin shark poses no threat to humans as it prefers the depths of the ocean, far away from our shores. So next time you dive into the wonders of the sea, remember this unusual shark. Its unique adaptations and mysterious habitat remind us of the incredible diversity that exists beneath the ocean surface, waiting to be explored. What other deep-sea creatures might be out there? Believe it or not, sea turtles can cry salt. These fascinating creatures possess specialized tear glands that serve a unique purpose. Living in saltwater environments, sea turtles ingest more salt than their bodies can handle. To prevent dehydration and maintain a perfect balance in their marine diet, these turtles expel excess salt through their tears. When you see a sea turtle surfacing and appearing to cry, it's not just a melodramatic moment, it's a vital physiological process. This adaptation not only helps them survive, but also ensures they can thrive in their ocean home. Interestingly, their tears also help protect their eyes from salt buildup, keeping their vision sharp for hunting and navigating through the waters. So next time you spot a sea turtle, remember that those tears are a sign of their resilience against the salty ocean life. Isn't nature incredible? Could rabbit meat really be dangerous for survivalists? A diet consisting solely of rabbit meat can lead to a troubling condition known as protein poisoning or rabbit starvation. This happens because rabbit meat is extremely lean, providing an abundance of protein but not enough fat to keep your body functioning properly. When survivalists or explorers venture into the wild and rely only on this meat, they may unknowingly put their health at serious risk. The human body needs a balance of nutrients, including fats, to support vital functions and energy levels. Without enough fat in their diet, individuals may suffer from symptoms like fatigue, weakness, and even organ problems. Historical accounts reveal that those who depended on lean game, like rabbits, often face this alarming issue. Therefore, it's crucial to remember that variety in our diets is essential for good health, no matter the circumstances. Next time you think of a meat-heavy meal, consider mixing in some healthy fats to keep your body happy and healthy. Let's uncover the truth about Kilauea's continuous eruptions. This remarkable Hawaiian volcano has been in constant action for over 30 years. Kilauea is the most active volcano on our planet, and its eruptions have dramatically shaped the landscape of Hawaii, creating new land as molten lava flows into the ocean. Every time Kilauea erupts, it not only fascinates scientists, but also attracts visitors from around the world who come to witness the power of nature. The lava can create new islands or expand existing land, showing just how dynamic our Earth can be. Geologists closely monitor the volcano to learn more about volcanic activity and predict future eruptions, making Kilauea a key site for understanding volcanic behavior. Alongside its breathtaking beauty, Kilauea is a reminder of the raw forces beneath our feet. Imagine standing before a glowing lava flow, knowing it's reshaping the very ground you stand on. Isn't it incredible how nature works? Here's a wild fact about Pringles that surprises everyone. Unlike regular potato chips, Pringles cannot be classified as traditional chips due to their unique manufacturing process. Instead of being made from sliced potatoes, each can of Pringles starts with a dough-like mixture that includes potato flakes, cornstarch, and various seasonings. This dough is pressed into uniform shapes before being fried, giving Pringles their signature stackable design. The creators aim for a consistent taste and texture, which distinguishes them from the irregular shapes and textures of typical chips. This innovative method also means that Pringles can boast a longer shelf life compared to their traditional counterparts. So, next time you crack open a can, remember that you're not just munching on another snack. You're enjoying a carefully crafted treat that defies the standard chip definition. Isn't it fascinating how something so popular and loved by many has such an unusual background? Can you imagine liquid trees helping our planet? These innovative urban bioreactors are designed to tackle air pollution by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. This means that in our bustling cities, alongside buildings and roads, there could be these high-tech trees working quietly to purify the air. They use advanced materials and technologies to mimic natural processes, allowing them to filter harmful pollutants effectively. The concept behind liquid trees is to enhance urban greenery without taking up large amounts of space. By integrating them into city landscapes, we could significantly improve air quality, making our environments healthier and more pleasant to live in. With climate change being a pressing issue, solutions like liquid trees offer hope for our city's futures. Could this be the green revolution we've been waiting for? Prepare to be amazed by glowing fungi. Over 80 species of fungi light up the night with their enchanting greenish glow, thanks to a fascinating chemical reaction involving luciferin and oxygen. These luminous mushrooms primarily thrive in tropical forests, where their radiant appearance captures the attention of curious onlookers and potential pollinators alike. This natural spectacle isn't just for show. The glow attracts insects that help spread the fungi's spores, ensuring their survival and reproduction. For centuries, humans have been captivated by this bioluminescent phenomenon, often recounting tales of mystical glowing creatures in their folklore. But what drives this incredible light production? Scientists are diving into this mystery, exploring how this glowing ability may have evolved and what advantages it might offer in the wild. The glowing fungi not only illuminate the dark, but also spark curiosity about the wonders of nature and the myriad ways life adapts and flourishes. Believe it or not, women forget childbirth pain. This remarkable phenomenon occurs thanks to a fascinating biological mechanism. After giving birth, many women experience a phenomenon known as postpartum memory loss, which affects how they remember the intense pain of labor. Research suggests that this memory lapse is not just a quirky side effect, but a vital adaptation that helps families grow. If mothers vividly recalled the pain, they might hesitate to have more children, ultimately slowing population growth. The brain seems to prioritize memories of joy, such as the newborn's first smile or gentle cuddles, while softening the recollection of pain. This balance can help mothers focus on nurturing their babies instead. It's nature's way of ensuring that the cycle of life continues despite the challenges of childbirth. Whether through hormonal shifts after delivery or specific brain changes, this ability plays a crucial role in family dynamics and societal growth. So the next time you hear a mother's story about childbirth, remember that her brain might be helping her focus on the joy over the pain. Unbelievable impact of typhus on Napoleon's army. This disease, spread by fleas and lice, wreaked havoc on Napoleon Bonaparte's forces during the harsh Russian campaign in the early 19th century. As his army marched into Russia in 1812, they faced not only the brutal weather, but also the relentless spread of typhus. This infection swept through the ranks, killing over 500,000 soldiers, nearly 90% of his troops. With symptoms like fever, chills, and severe skin rashes, many soldiers were incapacitated and unable to continue the fight. Unlike the enemy's cannon fire, the invisible threat of typhus dismantled morale and weakened the overall strength of the army. The sheer toll from this disease ended up being far greater than the losses in battle itself, showcasing how environmental factors in health can dramatically shift the course of history. Imagine if a disease could change the fate of empires. What lessons can we learn from this tragic episode about the importance of health in warfare? Here's something incredible about your heart. Did you know your heart beats around 115,000 times every day? That means it clocks in about 42 million beats each year. This remarkable rhythm isn't just a random event. It's controlled by electrical impulses that work tirelessly to ensure your heart keeps pumping smoothly, even while you're dreaming. These tiny electrical signals trigger each heartbeat, sending waves of energy through the heart muscle and maintaining its steady pace. As a result, your heart pumps oxygen-rich blood to all your organs, supplying them with energy to function properly. Whether you're running a marathon or just relaxing on the couch, your heart is an unstoppable powerhouse, tirelessly working day in and day out. Isn't it amazing how this organ, roughly the size of your fist, can perform such an incredible feat without you even thinking about it? Hard to believe, but rodents dominate mammal diversity. Did you know that a staggering 4 out of every 10 mammal species are classified as rodents? This means that these small, often overlooked creatures are not just common, but represent a significant part of our planet's mammalian variety. Rodents include familiar animals like mice, rats, squirrels, and beavers, each showcasing remarkable adaptability. They thrive in almost every environment, from bustling cities to serene forests and even arid deserts. Their success is largely due to their ability to reproduce rapidly in their varied diets, allowing them to exploit numerous food sources. This incredible adaptability has enabled rodents to evolve into various forms, filling ecological niches that few other mammals can. So the next time you see a little mouse, remember that it's part of an impressive legacy of survival and diversity. How fascinating is that? Can you imagine a day longer than a year? Mercury, the closest planet to Earth, has an astonishing time structure that leaves many of us scratching our heads. A single day on Mercury lasts 176 Earth days, while its year, the time it takes to orbit the Sun, is only about 88 Earth days. This peculiar pattern occurs because Mercury's rotation on its axis is incredibly slow compared to its quick orbit around the Sun. While we zip through our daily routines, Mercury takes its time, resulting in long, drawn-out days lit by the Sun. So when the Sun sets on this rocky planet, it remains dark for a significant stretch. Can you picture what it feels like to experience such elongated days and nights? It's a wild world out there in our solar system, showcasing just how different planets can be, even the one closest to us. This might surprise you, a tiny border dispute. The Perejil Island dispute features one of the world's shortest international borders between Spain and Morocco, spanning just a few meters. This uninhabited rock isn't just a speck on the map. It has been the center of a tense tug-of-war between two nations. In 2002, this disagreement escalated into a military standoff when Moroccan troops briefly occupied the island, causing a flurry of diplomatic activity. The tiny territory, rich in history and located in the Mediterranean, symbolizes the long-standing tensions over national sovereignty and territorial claims. While both countries have had their eyes on this small piece of land, the dispute highlights not only geopolitical complexities, but also how even the tiniest places can invoke powerful emotions and influence international relations. Can you imagine a few meters influencing politics so dramatically? Here's a wild fact about the Koenigsegg Regera. This high-performance vehicle can reach an astonishing speed of around 248.5 miles per hour in just 22.87 seconds. Imagine the thrill of accelerating in a car that's not just fast, but also showcases cutting-edge technology. The secret behind this impressive speed lies in its powerful 5-liter twin-turbo V8 engine, which teams up with 3 electric motors to create a staggering output of over 100 horsepower. This unique hybrid system allows the Regera to boast both blistering acceleration and remarkable efficiency. Not only does it fly down the track, but it can also come to a complete stop in just 8.62 seconds, proving that speed and control can go hand in hand. Designed for those who crave the ultimate driving experience, the Koenigsegg Regera is a masterpiece of engineering that pushes the limits of what a car can do. Are you ready to buckle up and feel the rush? Guess what really drives culinary creativity? The cuca melon, a delightful fruit native to Mexico, is catching the eye of chefs and home cooks alike. Resembling a miniature watermelon, this vibrant fruit offers not just a unique appearance, but also a flavor profile reminiscent of sour cucumber. Imagine slicing into it for a refreshing snack or incorporating it into salads for a zesty twist. Rich in nutrients, the kuka melon boasts vitamins and minerals that can enhance your diet while also exciting your taste buds. It's versatile too. Whether you enjoy it pickled, blended into smoothies, or even grilled, the kuka melon adds a special touch to various dishes. With its vibrant color and tangy taste, could this exotic fruit become the next big thing in your kitchen? Explore the culinary possibilities and bring a little taste of Mexico to your dining table. Did you know that jellyfish can reverse aging? The Turtop's Dorney jellyfish has an extraordinary talent. It can transform from an adult back into its juvenile form, effectively reversing its aging process. This incredible feat happens through a process called transdifferentiation, where the jellyfish's cells undergo reprogramming. Imagine if humans could do that. Scientists are fascinated by this jellyfish, as it may hold secrets to understanding aging and could offer insights into anti-aging research for people. By studying how these jellyfish manage to revert to a younger state, researchers hope to unlock new pathways for improving human health and longevity. As we dive deeper into the mysteries of these amazing creatures, the potential benefits for medicine could be groundbreaking. Could this jellyfish provide a glimpse into the future of anti-aging treatments? Here's something incredible about New Jersey's gas laws. New Jersey stands out as the only state in America where drivers can't pump their own gas. This unique law has been around since the 1940s, promoting safety and creating jobs for attendants at gas stations. But in a 2022 Monmouth University poll, a surprising 60% of New Jersey residents expressed their opposition to changing this tradition and allowing full self-service at gas stations. Supporters of the current law argue that it protects consumers by ensuring that trained attendants handle potentially dangerous fuel, while opponents suggest it limits convenience and increases gas prices. With many Americans accustomed to self-service, New Jersey's continued stance raises questions about convenience, safety, and what residents truly desire. Do they prefer to keep this quirky law, or is it time for a change in how they fuel their cars? Did you know that ice cream can be illegal in Alabama? In an unusual twist of law, Alabama has a quirky regulation that makes it illegal to carry ice cream in your back pocket. This odd rule dates back to the days when horse theft was a real problem. Thieves would cleverly lure horses away by hiding ice cream in their pockets, enticing the animals to follow them. While this might sound like something out of a cartoon, it highlights how laws can evolve from unique circumstances of the past. Today, the law is mostly ignored and serves as an amusing reminder of history rather than a serious regulation. Many people laugh at this quirky law, but it also prompts questions about how we create and maintain laws in society. So next time you enjoy an ice cream cone, just remember, leave it out of your back pocket. Have you seen how lion cubs are born? It's truly fascinating. Lion cubs enter the world blind, completely relying on their mothers for everything. When they're born, these tiny creatures weigh just a few pounds and have no way to navigate their surroundings. Their eyes are closed, and they are vulnerable to many dangers in the wild. To keep them safe, the lion pride's females band together, creating a supportive community. This teamwork is essential as they nurture the young ones, keeping them warm and feeding them with rich milk to help them grow. The mothers watch over the cubs closely, providing protection and teaching them vital skills for survival. As the cubs grow and start to open their eyes, they become more active, exploring their environment with curiosity. Eventually, these little lions will learn how to hunt and navigate the savannah, thanks to the guidance and care they received during those early helpless weeks. Isn't it amazing how teamwork can benefit such innocent and vulnerable beings? Guess what really drives the punk movement? The punk movement emerged in the 1970s as a powerful and radical counterculture that not only changed music, but also challenged the way people viewed society. Bands like the Sex Pistols, The Clash, and the Ramones were at the forefront, creating high-energy music that spoke to a generation disillusioned with mainstream values. These bands didn't just influence what we listen to, they also set trends in fashion, favoring leather jackets, ripped jeans, and colorful hairstyles that screamed individuality and rebellion. Punk rockers embraced a DIY ethos, encouraging fans to express themselves freely and question authority. This spirit of defiance sparked a cultural revolution that continues to inspire artists and activists today. Have you ever wondered how a few chords and a rebellious attitude can change the world? Did you know about this unique German club game? In Germany, a popular game brings together friends and families, often played on sunny days in quaint parks. This game, typically involving a ball, embodies a specific type of play commonly found in relaxed environments. It's not just confined to Germany, though. One of the islands also shares a name with this particular style. Imagine small waves gently lapping at the shore and a bright green lawn stretching out under a clear sky. This picturesque setting creates an atmosphere of joy, camaraderie, and civilization where everyone feels welcome. Laughter and friendly competition fill the air as participants engage in the game, showcasing their skills while sharing stories and making new memories. The holistic experience fosters a strong sense of community, highlighting the importance of leisure and togetherness in our lives. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned player, this cherished game proves to be a wonderful way to connect with others and enjoy the beauty of simple pleasures. Would you join in the fun? Ever thought about why ancient recipes still matter? The oldest known cookbook, dating back over 3,700 years to ancient Mesopotamia, reveals fascinating insights into early culinary practices. Imagine flipping through a time-worn book filled with recipes for everyday meals like hearty stews and fresh bread. But it's not just the meals that pique interest. There's a surprising recipe for beer too. This cookbook shows us how the people of ancient Mesopotamia valued nutrition and taste using locally sourced ingredients like grains and vegetables. By studying these recipes, we can better understand their culture, social structure, and even their trade practices. It turns out that these ancient flavors have shaped what we eat today, reminding us how interconnected our food history is. So the next time you enjoy a warm piece of bread or a cold beer, think about the thousands of years of culinary tradition that lead us here. Is it really true that the BTK killer slipped up? Dennis Rader, infamously known as the BTK killer, sent chills down people's spines during his reign of terror in Kansas. After a long silence, he decided to reach out to the police, thinking he could outsmart them. In 2004, Rader sent a floppy disk to law enforcement, convinced that it wouldn't reveal his identity. However, he underestimated the power of technology. The disk contained metadata that ironically linked him to his own church, completely undermining his confidence. Investigators dug deeper and unraveled Rader's deceitful web, leading to his arrest in 2005. This shocking turn of events highlights how even the most cunning criminals can make critical mistakes. It also raises important questions about the evolution of crime-solving techniques and the role of technology in justice. Rader's story serves as a chilling reminder that while some masterminds try to evade the law, a small oversight can be their downfall. Can you imagine controlling machines with your mind? Arnav Kapoor, a brilliant student innovator, has made this dream come true with his revolutionary device called Alter Ego. This groundbreaking gadget allows users to interact with technology using nothing but their thoughts. How does it work, you ask? By translating neuromuscular signals into commands, Alter Ego helps people perform tasks like solving math problems or searching the internet without needing to speak a single word. This portable and non-invasive device opens up a world of possibilities, especially for individuals with mobility challenges or speech impairments. Imagine sitting in a cafe and sending an email or browsing your favorite website, all through the power of your mind. With technology advancing rapidly, tools like Alter Ego are not just a glimpse into the future. They are paving the way for a new era of communication and accessibility. As we explore the implications of such innovations, the question remains, how will this change our everyday lives? Unbelievable methods Beethoven tried for his deafness. During a time when he was battling profound deafness, the renowned composer Ludwig van Beethoven sought out unconventional remedies to restore his hearing. In a desperate attempt, He experimented with pouring ocean water and even using crushed bark in his ears, hoping for a miracle that never came. Sadly, these methods were ineffective. But what's truly remarkable is how Beethoven's creativity flourished despite this immense challenge. He continued to compose stunning pieces, relying on his deep understanding of music theory and vibrations rather than his fading hearing. His determination and passion propelled him to write some of his greatest works, like the Ninth Symphony, which many regard as a monumental achievement in classical music. Beethoven's journey is a powerful reminder of resilience and creativity in the face of adversity. What might his music sound like today if he had regained his hearing? Did you know earthquakes can change Earth's rotation? When significant earthquakes strike, like the catastrophic ones we often hear about, they can actually affect how fast our planet spins. This fascinating phenomenon occurs because of the immense energy released during these natural disasters. For example, the 2004 Sumatra earthquake shifted the Earth's mass, which in turn changed its rotation speed ever so slightly. Although it's just a minute change, it shows how interconnected everything is. Geological events have the power to influence our planet's dynamics in ways you might not expect. Scientists are continually studying these effects to better understand Earth's behavior. So the next time you feel the ground shake, remember that it could be more than just a local event. It might be reshaping how our entire planet spins. Isn't it amazing how powerful nature can be? Hard to believe, but humans glow in darkness. It turns out that our bodies can produce light through biochemical reactions, especially during a process called oxidative stress. This phenomenon occurs when our cells are under pressure, which can happen due to various factors like pollution, stress, or poor diet. As our cells work to combat these stresses, they generate tiny amounts of light as a byproduct. Scientists are excited about this discovery because understanding how and why we glow could eventually unlock valuable insights into human health. For example, measuring this bioluminescence might help identify when our bodies are stressed or even when we're getting sick. So the next time you feel a bit off, remember your body might be sending out its own light signals. How cool is that? It's like we have our own built-in flashlight that could shine a light on our health. Did you know plants can clean up pollution? Some remarkable plants, known as hyperaccumulators, have the ability to absorb and store heavy metals from contaminated soils. This incredible trait allows them to thrive in environments where most other plants would struggle. When these plants grow in polluted areas, they essentially act like nature's own cleanup crew, removing harmful substances like lead, cadmium, and arsenic from the soil. Scientists are exploring how we can harness this natural process to restore degraded lands and improve environmental health. This method, known as phytoremediation, offers a cost-effective and eco-friendly way to tackle soil contamination compared to traditional cleanup methods. By implementing these plants, we not only help the environment, but also create safer spaces for wildlife and future generations. Isn't it fascinating how something so simple can help heal our planet? What if I told you about Georgia's mysterious stone slabs? In Elbert County, Georgia, you can find the Georgia Guidestones, a striking monument made up of giant granite slabs. Erected in 1980, these stones stand tall and are inscribed with a set of 10 guidelines for rebuilding civilization after a catastrophe. Written in 8 different languages, including English, Spanish, and Swahili, the inscriptions focus on themes like population control, environmental conservation, and harmony. The origins of the funding for these massive stones remain a mystery. A man using the pseudonym R.C. Christian commissioned them, but their true backers are still unknown. The Guidestones have sparked curiosity and controversy over the years, attracting visitors who come to ponder their meaning and purpose. As this intriguing landmark sits quietly in the countryside, it continues to invite questions about humanity's future and the fundamental principles that should guide us. Believe it or not, roses flew in space. In 1998, a beautiful rose made a thrilling journey aboard the Discovery space shuttle. NASA wanted to see if the harsh conditions of space would change the flower's scents, which are usually produced by its cells interacting with the environment. Scientists hope that by studying how the rose survived and adapted in zero gravity, they might discover new scents that could be turned into unique perfumes. After returning to Earth, The rose didn't just bring back memories of adventure, it also contributed to the world of fragrance. The data collected from this space experiment helped create a brand new perfume, offering a scent that was out of this world, literally. Imagine taking a whiff of a perfume that has cosmic connections. It's like carrying a piece of space history with you. This fascinating blend of science and art showcases how exploration can lead to surprising discoveries. So next time you smell a lovely fragrance, remember that it might have cosmic roots. Did you know Barbie and Ken's real names? These iconic dolls were inspired by Ruth Handler's own children, Barbara and Kenneth. When she co-founded Mattel in the late 1940s, Ruth wanted to create a toy that would help girls envision their futures. Barbie was introduced in 1959, and her name was a nod to Ruth's daughter, while Ken came along in 1961, named after her son. This personal touch gave the dolls a special connection to Ruth's family and made them more relatable to children everywhere. Barbie quickly became a fashion icon, encouraging girls to dream big and pursue careers in various fields. Alongside her companion Ken, she paved the way for millions of children to express themselves through imaginative play. Over the years, Barbie has evolved, representing diverse cultures, professions, and body types, while still holding on to her roots. Ken, too, has adapted, showcasing various styles and roles. Together, they not only entertain but also inspire generations of girls and boys. How cool is that? Here's what actually happens when we use biomarkers. Biomarkers are like tiny messengers in our bodies, often found in blood or other fluids, that provide crucial information about our health. These measurable molecules can indicate the presence of a disease, show how well treatments are working, and even help predict how well a patient might recover. For instance, doctors can test for specific biomarkers to confirm whether a patient has diabetes or monitor cancer treatment by checking how levels of certain proteins change over time. This means biomarkers assist not just in diagnosing conditions, but also in tailoring treatments to each patient's needs. Imagine a world where treatments are personalized just for you, based on what your biomarkers reveal. It's a powerful tool in modern medicine that allows for more accurate predictions and better health outcomes for patients everywhere. Are we ready for this exciting future? Prepare to be amazed by diamonds raining on Neptune. Scientists believe that on the distant planets Neptune and Uranus, it literally rains diamonds. This astonishing phenomenon happens because these ice giants have extreme pressures and temperatures deep within their atmospheres. Under such harsh conditions, carbon atoms, which are abundant in these planets, can crystallize beautifully into diamonds. Although we currently lack the technology to visit these remote worlds, researchers on Earth have conducted experiments simulating the intense conditions found on Neptune and Uranus. In these lab settings, they have succeeded in creating tiny diamonds, proving that nature can create some truly spectacular gems in outer space. Imagine the view of shimmering diamonds falling through the clouds of a distant planet, a dazzling display that makes our earthly treasures seem small by comparison. Discovering more about these ice giants not only expands our understanding of the universe, but also ignites our imagination about what else might be out there in the cosmos. Get ready for the world's largest festival celebration. Every year, thousands of people from around the globe flock to Munich, Germany, for the legendary Oktoberfest. This vibrant 16-day festival is a spectacular showcase of Bavarian culture, featuring mouth-watering food, traditional music, and, of course, plenty of beer. With over 6 million visitors, Oktoberfest is not just a local event, but a global phenomenon that draws enthusiasts from every corner of the planet. Imagine yourself strolling through the colorful tents, savoring authentic sausages, and tapping your feet to lively folk music while surrounded by friends and family. The festival also includes lively parades that honor Bavarian traditions, with participants dressed in the iconic lederhosen and dirndls. It's a joyous gathering filled with laughter and a sense of community, where people connect through shared experiences and a love for celebration. Whether you're a beer connoisseur or simply love good food and entertainment, Oktoberfest offers an unforgettable experience that celebrates the spirit of togetherness and fun. Are you ready to join the festivities? Hard to believe, but Roosevelt had a pet bear. When President Theodore Roosevelt lived in the White House, he became famous not just for his politics, but also for his unusual companion, a bear named Jonathan Edwards. While most U.S. presidents chose more traditional pets like cats or dogs, Roosevelt's choice was quite extraordinary. Jonathan was given to him by a friend who had a hunting trip that resulted in a bear being captured. To the surprise of many, Roosevelt welcomed the bear into his home and even allowed it to roam freely in the presidential residence. The sight of a bear playing on the White House lawn was unusual, to say the least. Roosevelt's love for wildlife and adventurous spirit often reflected in his policies, particularly his dedication to conservation. His unique relationship with Jonathan Edwards not only made headlines, but also showcased his belief in the importance of nature and the environment. Can you imagine a bear roaming the halls of the White House today? Believe it or not, octopuses lay eggs just like chickens. These fascinating creatures are oviparous, which means they produce eggs that eventually hatch into baby octopuses. This process is quite different from how us humans are viviparous, giving birth to fully formed babies. Octopuses usually lay thousands of eggs at once, often in beautiful, protective nests. The mother then carefully guards these eggs, not eating or leaving them until they hatch, showing remarkable dedication. On the flip side, some snakes, such as rattlesnakes, have a unique approach known as ovoviviparity. They lay eggs that develop inside their bodies, and the young hatch while still inside before being born live. Each of these reproductive strategies highlights the incredible diversity of life on our planet. Isn't it amazing how different species have evolved various ways to bring new life into the world? Did you know that marching can collapse bridges? In an astonishing historical event, British soldiers once caused a bridge to collapse simply by marching in sync. This happened when their rhythmic footsteps unknowingly matched the natural frequency of the bridge, creating intense vibrations that the structure couldn't withstand. When the soldiers marched across, the ground-shaking beat built up energy, and the bridge literally gave way. After this incident, military leaders issued a directive requiring troops to break their marching rhythm when crossing bridges, preventing similar disasters in the future. This fascinating example shows how powerful synchronized actions can be, illustrating the importance of understanding engineering principles in our everyday lives. So next time you see a group marching, think about the unseen forces at play and the lessons learned from the past. Here's a wild fact about sign language in Iceland. On July 4, 2011, Iceland made history by officially recognizing sign language as the second national language. This important decision marked a significant step forward for the deaf community, as it acknowledged the unique culture and identity associated with sign language. Before this recognition, Icelandic Sign Language was often overlooked and not fully integrated into daily activities or education. By elevating it to national status, Iceland ensured that deaf individuals would have better access to services, education, and public life. This move also encouraged the development of training programs for teachers and interpreters, helping to bridge communication gaps. More countries are now looking to Iceland as an example of how to support and celebrate deaf culture. Isn't it inspiring to see nations take such steps toward inclusivity? Let's uncover the truth about our Milky Way galaxy. Did you know that the Milky Way spans a whopping 105,700 light-years in width? This vast collection of stars, gas, and dust is classified as a barred spiral galaxy, meaning it has a central bar-shaped structure made up of stars. With over 100 billion stars swirling around in a grand cosmic dance, the Milky Way rotates like a giant pinwheel. But here's the catch. From our vantage point on Earth, we can't see the entire galaxy. Instead, we observe just a slice of its beauty, mostly due to the dust and gas that obscure our view. Scientists study its structure and movements to learn more about galaxies and the universe as a whole. Understanding our galaxy is essential for grasping our place in the cosmos and unraveling the mysteries of space. So how do you see the Milky Way's wonders? Prepare to be amazed by bloodhound tracking skills. These incredible dogs have a unique talent for following scent trails, allowing them to track scents that are over 300 hours old. Yes, you heard that right. Bloodhounds can accurately pinpoint smells that are more than 12 days old. This extraordinary ability comes from their keen sense of smell, which is about 40 times better than that of an average dog. Bloodhounds have around 300 million scent receptors in their noses, giving them the upper hand in detecting even the faintest of odors. This is why they are often used in search and rescue missions, criminal investigations, and even in locating missing persons. When a bloodhound is on the case, they can sniff out not just the trail of the person, but also the direction they took. Isn't it fascinating how nature has equipped these dogs with such incredible skills? Did you know that lasers have safety classes? Lasers are fascinating tools, but they come with different levels of safety, classified into 5 distinct categories. Starting with Class 1, these lasers are considered inherently safe for even the most casual use. For example, you can find them in your everyday gadgets like barcode scanners. As you move up the scale, Class 2 lasers emit visible light and can be harmful if stared at for longer periods. Class 3 lasers, meanwhile, can cause serious eye damage and are often used in professional environments like construction or research laboratories. Finally, at the top of the list, we find Class 4 and Class 5 lasers. These require extreme caution, as they can cause burns and severe eye injuries. Understanding these classifications not only helps keep users safe, but also ensures that lasers are used effectively in various fields. So next time you see a laser, consider its safety class. Are you using it safely? Let's uncover the truth about Kowloon Walled City, a fascinating place that once thrived in Hong Kong. Kowloon Walled City was known for its maze-like structures, where buildings seemed to grow upward in a chaotic yet captivating way. This unique urban environment was home to over 30,000 people, all living in a space that measured just 6.5 acres. Unlike typical urban planning, where space is organized, the walled city developed organically. As families expanded, new structures popped up, often overlapping existing ones. This resulted in a complex web of apartments, shops, and communal areas stacked on top of each other. Despite its reputation for overcrowding and sometimes lawlessness, Kowloon Walled City fostered a sense of community, with its own schools, clinics, and even parks. Today, it serves as a reminder of how diverse urban living can be and the resilience of communities in unconventional settings. Have you seen the agile green heron in action? This remarkable bird, measuring about 17 inches long, thrives in wetlands and mangroves throughout the Americas. Often recognized by its striking blue-green plumage, the green heron is more than just a pretty face. It's an expert hunter, showing incredible agility as it stalks its prey. With keen eyesight, it can spot fish and small invertebrates hiding in the murky waters where it often resides. Imagine a small heron, perfectly still, waiting patiently for the right moment to strike. Once it spots its meal, the green heron uses a quick, calculated movement to catch its unsuspecting target. These birds are fascinating not only for their hunting skills but also for their adaptability to various environments. They can be found in quiet ponds, marshes, and mangrove swamps, showcasing their resilience. Next time you're near water, keep an eye out. You might just witness this agile hunter in action. What other amazing birds could you discover? Could a weighted blanket change your sleep forever? Weighted blankets are not just cozy blankets. They are specially designed tools for better sleep. Filled with glass beads or plastic pellets, these blankets deliver gentle pressure that mimics deep touch stimulation, which can soothe your nervous system. This calming sensation helps reduce anxiety and stress, making it easier for you to drift off to dreamland. Imagine wrapping yourself in a comforting hug every night. That's the kind of reassurance a weighted blanket offers. Their therapeutic benefits are becoming increasingly popular, especially among people struggling with insomnia. Scientific studies suggest that using these blankets can lead to improved sleep quality and a greater sense of calm. So if you're seeking a simple yet effective way to enhance your nightly rest, a weighted blanket might be just what you need. Have you checked your Steam library lately? It might surprise you to learn that many Steam users don't actually play about 1/3 of the games they own. This is often because they buy games during big sales or in bundles, leading to impressive libraries filled with titles that go untouched. Imagine the thrill of snagging a game at a fraction of the original price. While this can be exciting, it also results in many gamers collecting digital dust on their virtual shelves. As players browse through these libraries, they can quickly feel overwhelmed by choices, making it even harder to decide what to play next. This phenomenon raises questions about gaming habits and whether owning a vast collection brings joy or simply stress. So, how many of those games are gathering virtual dust in your library? Why exactly does the universe love red dwarf stars? Red dwarf stars are the dazzling champions of the cosmos, making up about 75% of all stars in our universe. These stars are small, dim, and surprisingly long-lived, with some predicted to burn for an astonishing 10 trillion years. This incredible lifespan far surpasses our sun's expected life of around 10 billion years. Red dwarfs shine by burning hydrogen slowly and steadily in their cores, which keeps them cool and stable over vast stretches of time. Although they're hard to spot with the naked eye, their abundance makes them prime candidates in the hunt for exoplanets and possible alien life. Scientists are particularly interested in these stars because their long lifespans provide ample time for life to potentially develop on orbiting planets. With so many red dwarfs sprinkled across the galaxy, they may hold secrets to understanding more about our universe and the existence of life beyond Earth. Discover the beauty of Japan's tea ceremony. Chanoyu, also known as chado, is more than just making tea. It's a graceful ritual steeped in culture and history. This ceremony centers on matcha, a finely ground green tea that offers a unique flavor and vibrant color. Each step in the preparation reflects a deep respect for nature, as well as the people involved. From the careful selection of utensils to the precise measurements and movements, every detail counts. Participants are encouraged to find tranquility in this process, creating a sense of harmony with their surroundings. Chanoyu invites guests to slow down and appreciate simple moments, fostering connections between individuals. As you sip the rich matcha, you aren't just enjoying tea, you're partaking in centuries of tradition and philosophy. Isn't it fascinating how a cup of tea can embody so much meaning? Did you know about the lawn chair aviator's wild flight? In 1982, a daring man named Larry Walters decided to take adventure to new heights by strapping himself into a lawn chair filled with helium weather balloons. Dreaming of soaring like a bird, he packed sandwiches and a radio before launching into the sky from his backyard in California. Despite knowing the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, would not approve, Walters took off and reached an astonishing altitude of 16,000 feet. As he floated above the ground, he unintentionally flew into controlled airspace, causing quite a stir among commercial pilots. After about 45 minutes of thrilling flight, he eventually landed safely in a power line, leading to his arrest, but also sparking laughter and awe. This quirky feat reminds us of the human spirit's desire for adventure and the lengths one will go to chase a dream. What's your wildest adventure? Did you know Mars has a moon you can jump from? Deimos, the smallest moon of Mars, has an astonishingly low escape velocity of just 5.2 meters per second. This means that if you took a running jump on Deimos, you could actually launch yourself off its surface into space. To put that in perspective, Earth's escape velocity is about 11.2 kilometers per second, which is much harder to achieve. Deimos orbits Mars at approximately 23,460 kilometers away and is shaped more like a potato than a perfect sphere. Its low gravity adds to its unique characteristics. A person weighing 70 kilograms on Earth would weigh only about 26 kilograms on Deimos. So, if you've ever dreamed of jumping to the stars, just imagine doing it on this tiny Martian moon. How many other moons would let you touch the cosmos with just a leap? Incredible balance. How nature keeps flies in check. This rapid multiplication of insect populations, particularly flies, can be astonishing at first glance. Picture a tiny fly capable of producing hundreds of offspring in just a few weeks. If left unchecked, these populations can spiral out of control, leading to potential problems for humans and ecosystems. Fortunately, help is at hand. Natural predators like spiders, various bird species, and even amphibians feast on these pesky insects. This predator-prey relationship plays a crucial role in regulating fly numbers, ensuring that the balance of our ecosystems is maintained. Without these hungry hunters, we might find ourselves overwhelmed by irritating flies buzzing around. So the next time you see a spider spinning its web or a bird swooping down, remember that they are pivotal in keeping nature and us in balance. Can you imagine that ants see distances so differently? An ant's world is much smaller than ours, which is why it perceives distances in a unique way. For example, when an ant travels a straight path of 1 kilometer, it feels like a whopping 200 kilometers to it. This dramatic difference occurs because ants are tiny creatures compared to humans. As a result, their perspective of space is vastly changed by their size. To an ant, a long journey might seem daunting, while we would view it as just a short walk. This fascinating perspective helps us understand how living creatures adapt to their environments. Ants rely on their incredible instincts and senses to navigate through complex terrains, and their unique perception of distance is crucial for tasks like finding food or returning to their colonies. So next time you see an ant, think about their huge travel challenges in their tiny world. You won't believe the secret behind Blood Falls. This stunning waterfall in Antarctica has baffled scientists and visitors alike with its striking red color. Found on the Taylor Glacier, the vibrant hue was once believed to be caused by algae or tiny microorganisms. However, recent research has shed light on this amazing natural phenomenon. It turns out that the red tint comes from iron oxide, a mineral that gives rust its characteristic color. This iron-rich water originates from a hidden underground lake that has been sealed off for millions of years, creating a unique environment. As the water seeps out of the glacier and comes into contact with oxygen, it oxidizes, resulting in the eye-catching red shade that flows down the icy cliffs. This spectacular sight is not just beautiful, it also offers valuable insights into life in extreme conditions. Scientists study blood falls to better understand how organisms survive in such isolated and harsh environments, which could inform future research about life on other planets. Isn't nature just incredible? Did you know that cracking knuckles is harmless? Many people believe that this habit leads to arthritis, but the truth is quite different. When you crack your knuckles, what you actually hear is the sound of tiny air pockets within your joints collapsing. This phenomenon occurs when you stretch or bend your fingers in a way that creates a change in pressure, allowing gases dissolved in the synovial fluid to form bubbles that pop. While this noise is often satisfying, habitual knuckle cracking could potentially lessen your grip strength over time, but it won't cause arthritis. In fact, studies have shown that people who crack their knuckles regularly do not have a higher incidence of arthritis compared to those who don't. So if you find yourself cracking your knuckles, you can relax knowing it isn't doing any serious harm. What else have you heard about common myths like this? Hard to believe, but Aiden Scipio has the longest hair. Aiden Scipio, a talented striker for Anguilla's national football team and a standout player at the Ringland CFC, has captured attention not just for his impressive skills on the field, but also for his incredible hair, which is recognized as the longest in world football. His hair is a true spectacle, flowing beautifully as he sprints across the pitch. Despite Anguilla's low FIFA ranking presenting challenges, Aiden's passion for football drives him to work hard and shine in his role. His dedication to the sport is evident as he strives to inspire young players in Anguilla, showing them that with talent and hard work, anything is possible. Aiden represents hope for many aspiring footballers, proving that even in smaller countries, greatness can emerge. What will he achieve next? Did you know dentists sharpen their needles? It turns out dental needles aren't just pulled from a box and used as is. Dentists actually sand the tips of these needles to make sure they are sharp for each new patient. This process helps ensure that the injection is as painless as possible, which is super important when patients are already feeling anxious about their visit. A sharp needle can help deliver the anesthetic quickly and effectively, so the dentist can get to work on your teeth without causing discomfort. The next time you sit in the dentist's chair, remember that your comfort is a priority, and those small, careful actions are designed with you in mind. With advanced technology and techniques, dentists are continually working to enhance your experience. So the next time you hear the sound of that needle, rest assured it's been fine-tuned just for you. Isn't it fascinating how much thought goes into something we often take for granted? Can you believe Beyoncé's Grammy Night achievement? In a stunning display of talent and hard work, Beyoncé made history as the first woman to win 6 Grammy Awards in a single night. This incredible feat took place during the 2010 Grammy Awards, where she captivated audiences with her powerful performances and undeniable charisma. Winning these prestigious awards not only highlighted her prowess as a singer and songwriter, but also solidified her status as a major force in the music industry. The categories she won included Record of the Year and Song of the Year, showcasing her versatility across different musical styles. Beyoncé's groundbreaking success opened doors for more female artists and challenged the norms of the music world. Her accolades that night were not just personal triumphs, they symbolized a shift towards recognizing the contributions of women in a predominantly male-driven industry. With her influence spreading beyond music, Beyoncé continues to inspire countless artists worldwide. Who knows what she will accomplish next? Could loneliness be as harmful as smoking? Studies reveal that social isolation affects our health just like smoking a pack a day. When people lack friendships, they're not just feeling lonely, they're putting themselves at risk for serious health problems. Research shows that individuals with few social connections face a higher chance of cardiovascular disease and have weaker immune systems. This chronic loneliness doesn't stop there. It's often linked to increased anxiety and depression, making it a formidable foe for our mental well-being. Even more concerning, isolation can trigger inflammatory responses in the body, leading to various health issues over time. On top of that, being socially isolated can speed up cognitive decline, significantly raising the risk of developing dementia. So cultivating friendships and staying connected might just be as vital for our health as eating well and exercising. In a world where many of us experience loneliness, understanding these risks highlights the importance of reaching out and building meaningful relationships. What can we do today to foster connection and combat loneliness? This might surprise you, France's Chappé Telegraph. In the 1790s, the innovative Chappé Telegraph system revolutionized communication across France. Invented by Claude Chappe, this extraordinary network of signaling towers used mechanical arms to send messages quickly from one tower to another. Imagine towering structures with long wooden arms that moved in synchronized patterns to convey information. This system allowed messages to travel up to 12 miles in just a few minutes. When visibility was good, operators could relay messages using a code of arm positions, allowing for real-time updates about everything from military movements to news of the day. The Chappé Telegraph was a significant leap forward in communication technology, laying the groundwork for later advancements, including the electric telegraph and modern telecommunications. It was an impressive feat of engineering that demonstrated humanity's desire to connect over long distances, a vital need that persists today. Can you envision how different life would have been without such a system? This might surprise you. Friday the 13th strikes thrice. In a leap year, when January 1st lands on a Sunday, the peculiar alignment of the calendar brings with it not one, but 3 occurrences of Friday the 13th, specifically in January, April, and July. This rare event has been noted in only a few years, including 1928, 1956, and 1984. Each time these Fridays arrive, superstitions about bad luck tend to bubble up, with many people avoiding activities like getting a haircut or starting a new venture. Interestingly, in some cultures, 13 is considered a lucky number, flipping the script on the usual fear. So why does this happen? It's all due to the way leap years adjust our calendar, shifting dates just enough to create this trifecta of frights. Can we expect this intriguing pattern to emerge again anytime soon? What if I told you Antarctica holds a treasure? This icy continent boasts an extraordinary amount of frozen water, enough to match the entire volume of the Atlantic Ocean. With 90% of the world's ice stored here, Antarctica is not just a remote, frigid place. It is crucial for our planet's climate system. The ice sheets, glaciers, and icebergs in Antarctica regulate sea levels and influence global weather patterns. When temperatures rise, this massive store of ice melts, leading to rising sea levels and affecting coastal communities around the world. Researchers constantly study the Antarctic ice to understand past climate changes, helping predict future shifts in our environment. As we face climate challenges today, how we manage and learn from Antarctica could be key to sustainability. Isn't it fascinating how a place so cold can have such a warm impact on our future? Most people don't know this, but teeth can become jewelry. Imagine wearing a piece of art made from your very own human teeth. Some artisans craft stunning rings from lost molars, turning what might seem like a discarded tooth into a unique fashion statement. This practice not only sparks curiosity, but also raises questions about dental hygiene and personal style. While the idea might sound bizarre, the transformation of human teeth into jewelry showcases a fascinating intersection of culture, art, and individuality. People who choose to wear these rings often enjoy the sense of connection to their past, making each piece a deeply personal expression. Yet this trend can also lead to debates about the ethics of using human remains in fashion. How do you feel about this creative yet unconventional approach to jewelry making? This might surprise you, Avril Lavigne's wild conspiracy theory. For years, a bizarre theory has swirled around pop singer Avril Lavigne, claiming she died in 2003 and was replaced by a look-alike named Melissa Vandella. Fans point to changes in her appearance and behavior as supposed evidence of this astonishing swap. According to the theory, post-2003 Avril has different facial features and a different personality, leading some to speculate about a grand cover-up. Despite the lack of credible evidence to back these claims, the rumor has gained traction online, showcasing how quickly and easily celebrity gossip can spiral out of control. Many fans find humor in the idea, while others feel compelled to defend Avril against these strange allegations. Ultimately, this conspiracy theory highlights how quickly misinformation can spread in today's digital age and remind us to approach outlandish claims with a healthy dose of skepticism. Most people don't know this, but avocados won't ripen on trees. Unlike many fruits, avocados are unique in how they ripen. They remain hard and unripe while attached to the tree, thanks to a special inhibitor in their stems that prevents the process from starting. This means you can enjoy your avocado tree's bounty, but the fruits won't be ready for guacamole or toast until after they're picked. Once harvested, the avocados begin to ripen due to a natural process triggered by ethylene gas. This is the same gas many fruits like bananas produce as they mature. If you've ever bought hard avocados, just be patient. They usually take a few days to soften at room temperature. To speed things up, you can place them in a paper bag with other fruits, which increases ethylene exposure. So the next time you're waiting for that perfect avocado, remember, it's not just about the tree. It's all about the timing after it's been picked. Here's a wild fact about rechargeable batteries. Did you know that these handy power sources can be reused up to a staggering 1,000 times? That's right. Rechargeable batteries, commonly found in everything from remote controls to smartphones, offer an incredible way to save both money and the environment. Instead of tossing out disposable batteries after a single use, you can recharge these gems, allowing you to use them repeatedly. This not only reduces waste but also decreases the pollution associated with producing new batteries. Imagine how many disposable batteries are used and discarded every year. It's in the billions. By swapping to rechargeable batteries, you're making a choice that benefits both your wallet and the planet. So why not give your devices a sustainable boost while doing your part for Mother Earth? Be the change and choose rechargeable. Let's uncover the truth about our body's water. Did you know that adult humans are made up of about 60% water? It's pretty amazing. When babies are born, their bodies contain a staggering 80% water. This high percentage is crucial for their rapid growth and development. However, as they grow, this percentage starts to drop. By the time they reach the age of 1, their water content decreases to around 65%. After that, it stabilizes at approximately 60% and stays that way throughout adulthood. This balance is vital for many bodily functions, including regulating temperature, transporting nutrients, and supporting cell health. So the next time you take a sip of water, remember that you're keeping your body's water content in check. How cool is it that our bodies are so reliant on this essential liquid? Discover why Tucson is a telescope treasure. Tucson, Arizona, proudly holds the title of the world's highest concentration of telescopes, making it a paradise for stargazers and astronomers alike. With its stunningly clear skies and minimal light pollution, Tucson offers the perfect backdrop for exploring the universe. The famous Kitt Peak National Observatory, home to several powerful telescopes, plays a vital role in this astronomical adventure. It sits atop the Quinlan Mountains, where researchers capture crucial data about distant galaxies and stars. Additionally, the University of Arizona, known for its innovative astronomy programs, attracts talented students and professionals who contribute to groundbreaking research in space exploration. So whenever you gaze up at the night sky, remember that Tucson is not just shining with stars, but also with opportunities to unlock the mysteries of the cosmos. What if I told you lakes can be pink? Lake Hillier in Australia is unlike any other body of water you've ever seen. This stunning lake owes its vibrant pink color to a special type of salt-loving algae called Dunaliella salina. These tiny organisms thrive in the salty conditions of the lake and produce beta-carotene, a bright pigment that gives the water its distinctive rosy hue. What's truly amazing is that this color remains even when the water is bottled, making it a unique visual treat for anyone lucky enough to witness it. Surrounded by lush green forests and white sandy beaches, Lake Hillier has become a hotspot for adventure seekers and photographers alike. Imagine kayaking on its surface or capturing its beauty on camera. This mesmerizing lake is not just a feast for the eyes, but also a fascinating example of how life adapts to extreme environments. Don't you want to see this pink wonder for yourself? Surprisingly, it's a fact that Hollywood fuels enlistment. The iconic film Top Gun didn't just soar at the box office. It also significantly impacted U.S. Navy recruitment. Produced in collaboration with the Pentagon, the movie showcased thrilling aerial combat and the glamorous life of fighter pilots. Following its release in 1986, the Navy saw a sharp increase in enlistment rates, proving that a blockbuster can influence real-life decisions. They went so far as to set up recruitment tables at theaters screening the film, capitalizing on the excitement generated by Tom Cruise's character. This partnership also led to polls indicating a boost in public confidence in the military, showcasing how movies can shape perceptions. Top Gun became more than just entertainment. It became a recruitment tool, illustrating the powerful bond between cinema and real-world outcomes. So can films really change our choices in life? Is it really true that Inuits wear sealskin suits? Yes, it's absolutely true. The Inuit people who live in the harsh Arctic climate have developed unique clothing styles designed to keep them warm and dry. One of their most notable creations is the suit made from sealskin. This material is not just durable, it also has natural insulating properties, which help trap body heat even in the coldest temperatures. Sealskin is waterproof, allowing Inuits to stay dry while hunting or traveling across icy terrains. In addition to sealskin, they often use caribou fur and other materials from their environment to craft boots, mittens, and parkas. Each piece of clothing is skillfully made, reflecting their rich cultural heritage and deep understanding of the land they inhabit. The techniques and styles have passed through generations, showcasing the Inuits' resourcefulness and adaptability. Isn't it fascinating how clothing can be both functional and a part of cultural identity? Believe it or not, England's land is ancient history. A whopping 70% of land in England is still owned by individuals whose ancestors were part of William the Conqueror's army. This fascinating fact shows how deeply history shapes the present. After William's victory in 1066, he granted land to his loyal supporters, creating a system where noble families controlled vast estates. Fast forward to today, and many of these families or their descendants still hold on to that land. This constant thread of ownership links modern England to its medieval past. You can imagine the stories that these lands could tell, from epic battles to lavish feasts. While land ownership might seem like a simple statistic, it speaks volumes about wealth, power, and social structures that have persisted through centuries. Isn't it intriguing how history shapes our landscapes and identities today? Prepare to be amazed by Istana's struggles. In the Istana region, people are eager to solve their problems, but they hit a wall due to the lack of factories and machinery. With no access to modern tools or production facilities, the community finds itself trapped in a cycle of poverty and limited options. Instead of turning to peaceful methods or innovation to tackle their challenges, many locals resort to using firearms, highlighting a troubling reliance on violence. This situation paints a stark picture of how the absence of infrastructure can lead to desperate measures. Imagine a place where creativity and potential collide with harsh realities, forcing individuals to make choices that can have violent consequences. The people of Istana want to build a better future, but without the right resources, the struggle continues. What will it take for them to redirect their energy towards more constructive solutions? Guess what really drives your favorite curry? It's a fascinating blend of spices rather than a single ingredient. In places like India, a curry can be a complex and vibrant concoction, often packed with dozens of spices like cumin, coriander, turmeric, and garam masala. These spices don't just add flavor, they also contribute to the color and aroma, making every curry unique and full of character. Meanwhile, in regions such as Southeast Asia and the Caribbean, curry blends tend to be simpler and tailored to local preferences. For instance, a Thai curry might emphasize lemongrass and coconut milk, while Caribbean curries often highlight allspice and Scotch bonnet peppers. This wonderful variety shows how cultural influences shape our culinary experiences, reminding us that food is a universal language that connects us all. Why exactly does Bulbasaur blend plants and dinosaurs? This unique Pokémon captures our imagination by fusing the features of a plant and a dinosaur into one adorable creature. Bulbasaur is the perfect example of how creativity thrives in the Pokémon franchise. With its bulb-like plant on its back, it represents the fascinating world of botany, while its squat reptilian form draws inspiration from dinosaurs. On the other hand, Gyarados takes a different route, embodying the awe-inspiring aspects of Chinese dragon mythology. This dragon-like Pokémon transforms from a humble Magikarp, showcasing the theme of perseverance and change. The Pokémon franchise cleverly combines various cultural elements and mythologies, making these characters relatable and intriguing. By merging different inspirations, it invites fans around the world to explore a rich tapestry of creativity. Isn't it amazing how games can reflect such diverse influences? Why exactly does toilet access need legal protection? In many communities, access to clean and safe toilets is a basic necessity, essential for public health and dignity. Legal protections for toilet facilities ensure that everyone has the right to use sanitary restroom services, preventing potential health crises that can arise from inadequate sanitation. For instance, in specific areas, local laws might dictate that public toilets are maintained to certain standards, safeguarding hygiene and reducing the risk of disease spread. This intersection of public health and legal frameworks not only emphasizes the importance of cleanliness, but also promotes awareness about the barriers some individuals face, especially in underserved communities. Without these protections, the most vulnerable populations, such as those experiencing homelessness, could be left without proper facilities, leading to dire consequences. So the next time you use a restroom, think about the laws that help keep those facilities available and what a difference they make in the daily lives of many. Is it really true that small requests can lead to big sales? The foot-in-the-door technique is a clever strategy used in sales that relies on human psychology. It starts with a simple request like asking someone to sign a petition or try a free sample. By agreeing to this smaller favor, people are more likely to say yes to a bigger ask later on, such as purchasing a product or making a donation. This method works because once someone has committed to something small, they feel a sense of obligation to maintain consistency. Think about it. If you've agreed to try a free trial, you might feel more inclined to buy the full product later. Salespeople use this tactic effectively, often without us even realizing it. Whether it's in stores, online, or through fundraising, understanding this technique can help us become more aware consumers and make better choices. Turns out the truth is that your stomach is a powerhouse. Your stomach is not just a storage space for food, it's an incredible organ that helps break down what you eat using strong acids, especially hydrochloric acid. This acid is so potent that it can corrode metal. To keep from eating itself alive, the stomach lining has a clever trick. It regenerates every 3 to 4 days. This quick turnover is super important. When you munch on a burger or slurp up spaghetti, those acids get busy and start digesting the food, but they can also harm the stomach if it weren't constantly renewing itself. Imagine having to rebuild your house every few days to keep it from falling apart. Thanks to this amazing ability, your stomach stays safe while efficiently doing its job. So next time you enjoy a meal, remember how hard your stomach is working to keep you healthy. Did you know Shakespeare's daughter couldn't read or write? This surprising fact about the legendary playwright's life opens a window into the differences between social classes in the Elizabethan era. Despite William Shakespeare's towering reputation as a literary genius, his only surviving child, Susanna, was illiterate. This raises intriguing questions about education and gender in the 16th century. At that time, education was often a privilege reserved for boys, especially those from wealthy families. Girls like Susanna frequently received little to no formal education. While her father penned some of the most celebrated works in the English language, it's fascinating to consider how the societal norms of the time limited access to learning for women. This reflects broader themes of inequality in education that persist in various forms today. Understanding her story reminds us that even in an era of literary brilliance, the achievements of women were often overshadowed or overlooked. What does this tell us about progress in women's education since then? Let's uncover the truth about ancient music. Researchers recently unearthed the oldest known musical notation, which is over 3,400 years old, from a clay tablet in Ugarit, Syria. This remarkable discovery reveals a hymn dedicated to a goddess, showcasing how music has been an integral part of human culture for millennia. The tablet contains symbols that indicate pitch and rhythm, allowing us to glimpse how ancient people expressed reverence through song. Imagine what it was like for these early musicians to craft melodies, with their sounds echoing through the temples. This finding not only highlights the creativity of ancient civilizations, but also demonstrates that music has always been a universal language. As we listen to modern music, we can appreciate its deep roots in history and the enduring power of melody. Isn't it fascinating how something so old still connects us today? Believe it or not, Frank Richards was shot from a cannon. This carnival performer, famously known as Cannonball Richards, made a name for himself with his extreme stunts that thrilled audiences. His shows included astonishing acts like allowing himself to be punched in the stomach, a feat that seems almost unbelievable today. But that's not all. He would actually be shot out of a cannonball, soaring through the air before landing safely. These daring performances were not easy. Richards only performed them twice a day due to the intense pain involved, proving that he had a high tolerance for discomfort. Born in 1881, he kept captivating crowds until his retirement. Even as he aged, Richards continued to amaze people with his resilience and spirit. Passing away at the age of 81 in 1969, today his legacy lives on as a symbol of courage and entertainment from the golden age of carnival acts. Can you imagine witnessing such incredible feats of daring in person? Is it really true that New Zealand has a wizard? In 1990, Ian Brackenbury Channel, affectionately known as the Wizard, was officially appointed as a wizard by the New Zealand Prime Minister. This quirky title might sound like a fairy tale, but it's actually a unique part of New Zealand's cultural heritage. The wizard is celebrated not just for his whimsical title, but also for his significant contributions to the community. He's known for entertaining and providing valuable services, including public speeches and performances that often carry a social message. His work has been so impactful that he received the Queen's Service Medal, a prestigious honor recognizing his dedication to the welfare of the community. With a colorful robe and a pointed hat, the wizard brings a touch of magic to everyday life, reminding us that creativity and kindness can go hand in hand. So next time you think about New Zealand, remember, it's not just about stunning landscapes and unique wildlife. It also has a wizard adding a sprinkle of enchantment. How cool is that? Did you know Wimbledon uses 42,000 tennis balls each year? This incredible number highlights just how important the right equipment is for one of the world's most prestigious tennis tournaments. Over the course of the championship, which features over 650 matches, players receive fresh balls every 7 to 9 games. This practice ensures that the balls maintain their bounce and feel, allowing athletes to perform at their very best. Can you imagine the pressure on players when they know they're playing with top-notch equipment? Each ball is specifically designed to meet strict standards, made with quality felt to handle the grass courts of Wimbledon. With every match, the excitement builds, but the necessity of using new balls contributes to the overall quality of play, ensuring an unforgettable experience for both players and fans. Whether you're an aspiring tennis star or just a spectator, the sheer number of tennis balls used serves as a reminder of the tradition and excellence associated with this grand event. So, next time you watch a match, think about how many balls are flying around the court.